So we begin our service by lighting of our unity candle. We light this candle each week, representing that flame of God, that spark of the divine that's in each and every one of us. And as we come together this morning in spiritual community, we come together to let our lights shine brighter as we join them now. And now, join me in our opening prayer. We pause and turn within, taking a few deep breaths, turning our consciousness to Spirit that is always, always waiting to hear from us, waiting for our attention. For Spirit is within us and all around us. We know for certain that God is all there is. And in that assurance, we come together this morning, recognizing that though we are each individual human beings, we are one spiritual family. And we are all children of the one power, one presence, one divine mind that operates in, through, and as each one of us. So as we come together today, I speak my word of blessing on this service and on each person, that we each open our hearts and minds to receive the message that Spirit has for us. And we are grateful. Grateful for this technology that connects us, grateful for all that we have in our life, and grateful for this time to be together in community. I know that this service unfolds perfectly, and so I release my word with great gratitude. And we seal it by saying together, and so it is. Welcome to the Louisville Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Rick McCollum, and I am your spiritual director for today. One more day here. I'm going to share my screen with you to just remind you that we recognize at the Louisville Center for Spiritual Living that there are many ways to have a relationship with the God of your understanding. So we want you to know that whatever faith tradition you practice or you have come from, you are always welcome here with us. And we're glad that you've joined us today. As a spiritual community, we have a mission and vision statement. And so I'd like to have us remind ourselves of that mission statement first. And so we can read this together. For the Louisville Center for Spiritual Living, our mission: to teach personal transformation in a virtual community, living the principles of science of mind and celebrating all paths to God. In our vision statement, a world that honors and respects all people. So that's who we are and what we're about as a spiritual community, supporting and growing together in our spiritual lives. And now we move to our opening song, and this is Sister Rosetta Tharp, and she is going to sing to us, "This Little Light of Mine."
Oh! shine, shine. All around me, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 shine. Take the
I love how animated she is. And she does let her light shine. So I hope that encourages all of us to let our lights shine. And now we move to our time of spiritual reading, followed by our meditation. And Tammy with an IE will lead us today because she is our practitioner of the week.
And this reading today is from the book A Year of Creativity by Brenda Mallon. Endings as beginnings. Every end, whether it's a completed job, a cooked meal, or a written letter, is also a beginning. A finished task frees time for rest or another activity. A meal prepared signals a time to begin eating. A posted letter is received, and so a process of communication begins afresh. Completion is a part of a cyclical process which is eternal. And we all share in that unending process. As we go into the meditation, I invite you to allow your physical being just to relax more from the top of your head all the way down into your toes. Please take some deep breaths as you allow your body to relax further. As I repeat the last sentence of the reading, you can reflect on what this means for you as we have a change of leadership with our spiritual center, and what this means for you with your own beginnings and endings in your life. Completion is a part of a cyclical process, which is eternal. And we all share in that unending process. As you continue to breathe in and out, open your mind and your heart to that intuitive guidance from Spirit and for what right action is for you as you allow your light to shine and move forward on your spiritual path now, and as we move into 2022. And as you come back and reflect on what was revealed to you, you'd like to just take another nice deep breath. And let us thank Spirit for constantly offering ideas of how we can be that beautiful light that we are in the world, to be an expression of your love, your peace, joy, and wisdom every day. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Tammy. And now as we move to our special music for today, this is a song by Alicia Archibald, and it is I Am Whole. And so this is part of my hope for you, that you recognize your wholeness in spirit.
I am whole, I am complete, I lack nothing, I have no need, blessed beyond measure, joy overflows, glorious expression, shining light, sharing love, bringing peace. I am whole, I am complete, and I lack nothing, I have no need, blessed beyond measure, joy overflows, in glorious expression, shining light, sharing love, bringing peace. I am whole, I am complete, I lack nothing, I have no need, blessed beyond measure, joy overflows, glorious expression, shining light, sharing love, bringing peace, shining light, sharing love, bringing peace, shining light, sharing love, bringing peace.
Shining light, sharing love, bringing peace. That's my wish for each one of you. I wish you the ability to be awake and aware of your unity with Spirit, of your oneness with God, so that each day you can shine your light in your own unique way. So each day you can share your love with all of those around you. And each day you can bring peace to the world by your living. It's been my joy to share this past year with you as your spiritual director. And I'm learning that when Spirit tells me to move on, it's good to pay attention. I get to step into the mystery of the unknown, trusting that God is leading me and that I don't have to have all the answers all the time. That's why it's the mystery of life. I hope that I've been able to remind you throughout this year of different spiritual truths. And I hope that you have grown in your relationship with Spirit. I know I have learned a lot in this last year. But then I often hear ministers say, we teach what we most need to learn. And I have learned a lot as I have been teaching you. I know many of you don't like endings, whether it's the end of a relationship, the end of a job, the death of a loved one, or even a beloved pet. We're not given a mental image of how to gracefully handle endings like that in our experience. So one wish that I have had for this spiritual community is to see how to handle different endings with grace and ease, rather than fighting it. This year, Reverend Carolyn made the decision to retire, and it was important for me to celebrate her service and commitment to LCSL. You see, she was our founding minister and always will be an integral part of this community. And be it known, I was the first board president for her. So I wanted to make sure she got honored for her service and her commitment to this community. And I thank every one of you who participated in her retirement party. I know she was touched by the love and appreciation and encouragement the people gave her that day. And that's one of the ways that we can honor an ending as it's occurring. It's an important thing to do, to honor people as we have endings. In November, we had a remembrance service for those who have passed. And personally, I think it is so important to keep the memories and love alive from those. And that's how we honor and love them. It's not always easy to feel the emotions of loss, but it's important to feel our feelings if we're going to have positive growth and deal with our humanness to move on a spiritual perspective. After my father passed, I remember calling my mother on special dates like their anniversary, his birthday, and acknowledging him. You know, hi Mom, I just wanted to call and say hi. I know today's Daddy's birthday. And she would start crying. And then she'd pull herself together and say, thank you. Thank you so much for remembering your father. Your brothers and sisters never say anything. It's like he didn't even exist. And that told me that it was so important to honor my father and to remember him so that my mother could know he did exist. Their love was important and their lives were important. So that's how we honor our loved ones. We're in a special holiday season right now, and this time of year holds a lot of family memories for people, good or bad, but we can honor our loved ones who are no longer with us by sharing a story or a laugh that they would have had during these celebrations. It's okay, and it's even healing to say things like, here's that cranberry relish that Dad hated. Oh, you brought the dry rum cake. Dad always hated that dry rum cake. These are stories and memories that keep that love alive. So they're important for us to process. Another ending is my time here at LCSL. Today, the practitioners and the board will be participating in a ritual to release me from the position of spiritual leader. This is a sacred ritual. It's filled with meaning and blessing. And we'll also be having a ceremony to install Pat Ferguson as your new community spiritual director. You see, the universe doesn't like a vacuum. So when something is gone, when we have removed something from our life, then we need to replace it with something else. So as I'm released from the position of spiritual director, we want to direct the universe by telling it what we want in that space. This is called intentional creation. And we are creative beings. So we're setting our intention and creating what we want. This also reminds me that each ending births a new beginning. Tammy talked about that in her reading and her meditation today, that each ending births a new beginning. In the Bible, in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, it says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven." This tells me that nothing but God lasts forever. Our world and the people and situations in it are temporary. They're here for a season. I have Buddhist friends that say to me, all pain is caused by our attachment to people and things. We try to hold on to things that are temporary, and it doesn't work. And then we feel pain, we feel grief. So I want to encourage us to prepare to release the old and to welcome the new as we witness a time of ritual and celebration today. Doug Iveson is the president of our board of trustees now, and Doug is going to begin our ritual of release today. And I appreciate his direction here. Doug, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, thank you. You can begin.
This may be a little off script, Rick, and I'm just going to remind people that when we start to resist release, to welcome the resistance as well. I honor and appreciate everything that you've done this year. You've been such a blessing. You've been part of the healing for me in both 2020 and 2021 of being with difficult things and learning to welcome even that which I resist. And in feeling the feelings fully, freely, and fluidly, I release you to your next adventure and us to the mystery and to our new leadership. And with that, I'm complete.
Thank you. Vicki, would you like to begin our ritual?
So, embracing the pause. Thank you, Doug, for such a heartfelt opening to our ritual. So, Reverend Rick, I would like to invite you, as you've known, standing, to please face the west. We begin in the west, Reverend Rick. This is the direction of tribute and a time to celebrate the wisdom received. The west is the direction in which we turn our focus within to see that all has been accomplished. Thank you for how you have served Louisville Center for Spiritual Living. Your dedication and loyalty we honor here in the West. I offer gratitude and blessing for the West and all you have given LCSL. Namaste.
And as I continue our Native American tradition of the Wheel of Life, calling forth the directions, I now move to the north, and Reverend Rick, would you please face the north to receive its blessing? The north is where we find the wisdom of the ancestors. The north is a place of renewal and accepting your inner power. This is the place where you come to understand yourself and your purpose in life, guided by the spirits who have come before you. This is the direction that brings you into a state of peace. Breathe in peace and receive the blessings of the north. A blessing of wisdom, power, and peace. Namaste.
And now I'm honored to call in the direction of the east. Reverend Rick, will you please face the east to receive its blessing? The east is the direction that celebrates new beginnings, a springing forth with the inspiration you have gained from the north. Here in the east, you accept enlightenment and plant the seeds for your new life. It is the east where you set new goals and find the doorway to new endeavors. From the blessing of the east, walk your path with enthusiasm and integrity. Namaste.
Now we move to the south. Reverend Rick, please face the south to receive its blessing. The south is a direction of lavish expression. This part of the wheel of life finds you growing and expanding in your creative work. The goals and opportunities you found in the east manifest here in the south. You freely give service here in the south, and new skills shine forth in your life. Love and support surround you in the south. The blessing of the south empowers you to blossom into an even greater expression of the one great spirit. Namaste.
And Reverend Rick, as you face the direction of the west, I invite you to welcome the energy that I am clear you know so well, the energy of the magician, the energy of transformation, of healing. And I appreciate how even in this time where you pass the baton, you turn over and create transition and transformation and healing for us in this space. The space of the magician. The animal is the bear. And we welcome the mystery in the magician. And thank you for being that for us. And so it is.
Thank you. And so I know the blessing of the four directions and Grandfather Sky above, Mother Earth below. And I know that my journey is always filled with spirit and the direction from the Great Spirit. Thank you all.
Reverend Rick, LCSL now releases you from your position as our beloved spiritual director and blesses you on your journey forward in the wheel of life. And now I invite the community to celebrate this sacred releasing with your applause and love. Yay!
Thank you all. Thank you.
And now I would like to invite us all just to take a breath individually. Let's take a breath together. That was a lot. Stretch maybe a little, open your arms, make some room. We're going to do a little shifting now from the releasing ceremony of Reverend Rick. And then we'll do the shift into the next ceremony. But our bridge to that is our more childlike and fun appreciation of Reverend Rick. So what some of you probably don't know is that Santa's elves were busy coming up to this particular day, and he has been delivered a gift from LCSL. And so now, Reverend Rick, you get to open your present.
So this arrived Christmas Eve, and I was given instructions not to open it until our service today. And I was a good person and did not open it. Although it made me wonder what I was receiving. So I have a wonderful mug, and it says, "Don't get too down. Know that you matter, matter, matter." I think that's from one of our songs.
Keep reading all the way around. You'll see where it starts. Start at the top.
To Reverend Rick from LCSL, good job, 2021. The world needs you now. Yes, that was the song. Good job. Hey, I picked up on that pretty good, didn't I?
Yes.
The world needs you now. Don't get too down. Know that you matter, matter, matter. Thank you. Thank you so much. What a wonderful thing.
So absolutely, you should check the lid. Let's see how that lid works. I didn't know about getting the one with the handle, but now you can check it out for us.
So, oh, the lid pops up a little bit so that you can drink out of the hole here.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
Is there anything inside it?
Well, there's instructions on how to use it, but I think there's a card over here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I have a card that says, Reverend Rick, this comes with a $1,000 Christmas bonus. Wow. Thank you. Woo. Thank you so much. What a blessing. Wonderful.
So we just hope that you will read that many, many, many times. Not the note, but the mug.
Yes.
And that it will bring you back to the many, many times we sung that song, and that you so blessed us with its gift.
Thank you. Yes. This was one of the songs that we did for a month, and then we liked it so much we did it some more, and then this month of December I have brought back many of the songs that were our favorites throughout the year. And so that's one that we brought back for a Sunday here. So thank you so much. Wonderful.
And this brings us into the transition into I think I'm turning the word back to you for our next ceremony.
Okay. Whew. Okay. So, what a fun time. We will move into our installation service for Pat Ferguson. And before we do that, I want to play another special music song, and I dedicate this to Pat. I recognize and know that there are many ways that as a spiritual director, as someone who is open to Spirit using them, this is a daily prayer. And so I know it will be a prayer for Pat, and I know that it will be, could be a prayer for each one of us if we allow that. And so this song is called Use Me. And this is Cheryl Renee singing.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God is the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator, all and all, needing us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. All that I want you to do is command my hands. What must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. And God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
And Pat, I know you will carry that song with you in your heart. And now, as we continue into our installation service for Pat, I have asked Bev Inger to read the Instructions to Practitioners by Ernest Holmes. And this is an excerpt from a lecture he gave in May of 1933. So this is our founder telling us what a practitioner is and does and how they operate their life. And Pat, as a practitioner, is the leader for this center now. So Bev?
A practitioner is not a pious, narrow-minded person, spiritually and intellectually puffed up. A person who has the greatest experience in life, theoretically, should be the best practitioner. A practitioner is one who, when the people come to them, they view them neither as saints nor sinners, but just as people. Whatever their reaction to life may be, whatever their habits of living, the practitioner does not judge them. Practitioner views them only as people and has no opinion about their circumstances. If they have an opinion, the thing that they're going to do is subject to that opinion. Why? Because the thing they are doing takes place in their thought. And if they have a preconceived thought or opinion about this individual, the efficacy of the treatment will be limited to that opinion. There is no class of people who should be so tolerant, broad-minded, and understanding of human reactions as a practitioner. Pat, thank you for saying yes to Spirit's calling in your life to serve as a practitioner. Thank you also for saying yes to Spirit's call to lead the Louisville Center. And in the fulfillment of your calling, you have the same assurance by Jesus, the great master teacher. It is the Father within who does the work. I pledge you my support, my blessing, and my love. Namaste.
Thank you, Bev. As we come together to install Pat Ferguson as the Community Spiritual Director for the Louisville Center for Spiritual Living Teaching Chapter, let us reaffirm our conviction as religious scientists. As practitioners Vicki Jeter and Tammy Seppenfeld read the Declaration of Principles of Centers for Spiritual Living.
With all of my heart, we believe in God, the living Spirit, Almighty, one, indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. This one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God.
With my blessings, we believe in the individualization of the Spirit in us, and that all people are individualizations of the one Spirit.
We believe in the eternality, the immortality, and the continuity of the individual soul, forever and ever expanding.
We believe that heaven is within us, and that we experience it to the degree that we become conscious of it.
We believe in the ultimate goal of life to be a complete emancipation and freedom from all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all.
We believe in the unity of all life, and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence.
We believe in the direct revelation of truth through our intuitive and spiritual nature, and that anyone may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God.
We believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, and that we are surrounded by this creative mind, which receives the direct impress of our thoughts and acts upon it.
We believe in the healing of the sick through the power of this mind.
We believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind.
We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all.
We believe in our own soul, our own spirit, and our own destiny, for we understand that the life of all is God.
Thank you, Vicki and Tammy. And how true. The life of all is God. And now, a charge to Pat Ferguson, RScP. Pat, do you accept these principles and promise to adhere to them and make them a guide for your living? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Do you so dedicate yourself to this spiritual community that you will do your utmost at all times to reflect the Christ within in all that you do, say, and think? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Do you dedicate yourself to being constantly aware of the Spirit within all people so that you see only the perfect spiritual person, perfect in mind, body, and spirit? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Do you promise to lead faithfully and lovingly the people now committed to your charge, and to seek ever to be an example of moderation, patience, and loving kindness? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
May the Spirit who empowers you to do all things grant you the strength to faithfully perform your duties. May your consciousness respond to the promptings of Spirit within you. And so it is.
Yes.
And now, to our Board of Trustees. Would the members of the Board of Trustees please raise your hand? Identifying yourself. Do you, along with Pat, promise to follow the light of truth, seeking at all times to be aware of what is right rather than who is right? If so, answer, we do.
We do.
We do.
Do you accept Pat Ferguson as your community spiritual leader? If so, answer, we do.
We do.
Thank you, Board of Trustees. Will the practitioners of the Louisville Center for Spiritual Living teaching chapter raise your hand now to identify yourselves? Pat Ferguson knows and understands the role of a licensed practitioner as part of the ecclesiastical team, establishing and maintaining a continual consciousness of spiritual vision for this center. You as practitioners carry out most of your work in the great and powerful silence. The fruits of this work are manifested as demonstrations in the lives of yourselves, your clients, and your spiritual community. Do you consecrate yourself to this spiritual vision and activity? If so, answer, we do.
We do.
We do.
Thank you, practitioners. And now to our tech support staff, Vernon Jeter and Doug Iveson. You are key drivers to this virtual ministry in the world. Your work is done mainly behind the scenes. However, the fruits of your labor create the most amazing sacred experiences possible. We are blessed and grateful for your work. Do you promise to continue your sacred work to support and make the virtual ministry of this spiritual community a reality each week? If so, answer, I do, or give a thumbs up.
I do.
Thank you. Do you commit yourselves to supporting and serving Pat Ferguson as your new community spiritual leader? If so, answer I do, or give a thumbs up.
I do.
Thank you both. And now to the congregation of LCSL assembled here today. You are the voice of this center. You're the ambassadors for Centers for Spiritual Living in this community. You are the reason why this spiritual community functions and comes together. Do you promise to uphold and practice the principles of religious science each day? If so, answer I do and give a thumbs up. Thank you. Do you promise to uphold the vision of the center and support it? If so, answer I do or give a thumbs up. Thank you. Do you promise to support and love your new community spiritual director? If so, answer I do and give a thumbs up. Thank you all. Pat Ferguson, RScP. Through the authority vested in me by Centers for Spiritual Living and acting on behalf of this congregation, I do install you here and now as Community Spiritual Director for the Louisville Center for Spiritual Living Teaching Chapter, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations pertaining to your office. Pat, I bless you as you lead and love this spiritual community. May your light be the guide each day. And as you live the sacred life of leadership for this beloved community, know that Spirit always has your back. I know that you are blessed in your service to this community and to the world. I see you successful in all you do. I believe it, I declare it, and so it is. And now, all of you can welcome your new community spiritual leader, Pat Ferguson. Thank you all. Wonderful. We like to fill that void when the universe creates it. And I am so happy for Pat for stepping up and stepping in to this opportunity in life. Now we move to our time of prosperity. And so Tammy, with an IE as our practitioner of the week, is going to lead us. And I'm going to try to get the slide up here.
And I just have to say, congratulations, Pat. We love you, Rick, and congratulations, Pat. The circle of life continues. So our prosperity affirmation for today, I'll say it first, and then if you'll join me in saying it after that. I give freely. And now if everyone will join me and let's say it together. I give freely. We are so grateful for your spiritual gifts that come to the center. And we just, in the chat, you can see if you want to send it by mail, a check by mail, or you can give online with Zelle or PayPal. And Pat wanted me to mention she appreciated so much the beautiful, lovely Christmas cards that came with some of the gifts to the center. So thank you for those. And we just appreciate all your gifts that come to the center to keep our wonderful spiritual center going. And I see Vicki with a lovely basket there for the receiving. And we love that receiving and giving wheel. So.
And I speak my word of blessing now on this offering, knowing that as we give, we also receive. That is the law of circulation, the law of life. As we put out, we receive back. And so we do give freely, knowing that Spirit is our source and we can never, ever outgive God. With great blessing, I speak my word for each one of you as faithful servants and givers to life and to this center. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is.
So it is.
And now our announcements.
So we have a wonderful opportunity to share in prayer for world peace and peace within ourselves on Friday, December the 31st, this last day of 2021. And that's going to be 7 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. So if you'll please, if you're in a different zone like me, just translate that over. And we'd love if you'd like to be a part of that with us via Zoom. And that's our same Zoom, right, for the service?
Yes, the same Zoom link that you come to Sunday service on will be the World Peace Meditation.
Wonderful. And then we have another wonderful opportunity, and that's going to be January 1st, the first day of 2022, 10 a.m., and that's Eastern Standard Time. That's the call-in number, and that's going to be a wonderful visioning, a spiritual practice. And if you haven't experienced a visioning, I've been to many visionings, and I just really, if you feel called to that, to really join, it's just a very rich experience. And you'll see the call-in number there on the screen. And Vicki, is that the same number as the regular Saturday call-ins? Yes. So if you have been on the Saturday calls, that's your same call-in number there. And next Sunday, yay! We appreciate you, Pat. Pat's going to speak as our new community spiritual leader. So congratulations, and we so look forward to hearing you speak. And our last announcement is, if you want to just join with me in saying this, you are magnificent.
Yes, you are, each and every one of you. And remind yourself of that often. Own your spiritual magnificence. And now, for our closing song today, I Lead.
I am peace, I am joy, I am love. I am peace, I am joy, I am love. I am in harmony with everything, it's a part of me. I am peace, I am joy, I am love. You are peace, you are joy, you are love. You are peace, you are joy, you are love. You are in harmony with everything, God is all you see. You are peace, you are joy, you are love. We are peace, we are joy, we are love. We are peace, we are joy, we are love. We are in harmony with everything, God is all we see. We are peace, we are joy, we are love. We are peace, we are joy, we are love.
And now for our benediction. Know that as you go from this place, you go guided, guarded, and protected, held under the umbrella of the Louisville Center for Spiritual Living. You go as that face of God to the world. You may be the only God that people see. Make it the God that is so loving, so kind, so accepting, that all want to experience that light. Shine your light bright this week as you are God in action. And so it is. Namaste.